Christmas in July in Lexington today. Hundreds of runners flocking down to downtown to spread some early holiday cheer and to raise money for a cause. Santa Claus, you could say. WKYT's Alyssa Williams was at that run, speaking with some holly jolly participants.
It was a hot and sweaty day for nearly 100 runners in Lexington.
Spur of the moment, fun thing to do with a good cause, so excited to be here.
That's because of the Sweaty Santa 5K Fun Run, bringing in dozens of people to showcase their Christmas spirit while running for a good cause.
It just means a lot to have the opportunity to be able to come out for the community.
The run's main mission, to raise funds for Operation Secret Santa, a program ran by the nonprofit Lift Up Lexington, which was founded by Katie Keys and her family.
We identified some families in the community that could use some extra Christmas magic. And a lot of people have joined me on this passion project, and it's grown and grown. And last year we delivered gifts and food care packages directly to the doorsteps of about 7,000 Central Kentucky children.
Keys says the fun run is exactly how it sounds, with games to be played and treats to be had along the way. Ethereal Brewing is also selling a signature beer to raise money for the organization.
The name of the nonprofit is Lift Up Lexington, and every time that I do an event, I feel so lifted up and embraced by the community myself. It's an incredible feeling.
Santa Claus even made an appearance at this year's race.
I think that everybody that can should be involved with every charity for kids that they can find, and I'm just going to have one heck of a ho-ho day.
Creating holiday cheer through the summer months to pay it forward to families in need through the holiday season. In Lexington, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
They say Operation Secret Santa is one of the only programs to help teenagers as well. We'll have much more on how you can get involved in this cause over on our website at WKYT.com.